it's time to start lapping some valves. So you can see on, I'm assuming that's exhaust, E is rather pitted on the seat, while as this side is nice. It's pretty much like that for every cylinder. And get the next one over. So I've already lapped all of them up till these last two. Just started working on the smaller one in this cylinder. This is the worst looking of all the bunch. You can see pitting here that in the other ones is a nice smooth machine finish. And this actually has a little bit of pitting, and that one as well. So this will be the second time I'm lapping it with fresh compound. It doesn't help that the tool's all crooked and just blaming the tool. Alright, anyway. See, does that help you? Here. Can still see where some of the pitting is. But he's definitely doing better. Yeah, it needs a lot more work. Valve grinding compound, my favorite. Yeah, looking alright. Bit of brake cleaner. Get everything all cleaned out to the point. Needs another go, but it's getting there. Yeah, there's music playing. that one's good. And this other one is close to being done. Needs more work. Couple of spots. Kind of see in the shadow. Yeah. Couple spots still need work. This other one is very nice. Pretty nice all the way around. Yeah. So I've installed the thermostat housing, plugged up the other holes, and put vinegar inside the head to help clean out the rust. It's looking pretty bad. I was able to get a fair amount of it out, but there was still more than I really want to put it back together with. So the hope is, over the course of a day or so, this eats away at the rust. I run a lot of water through it. Probably take it outside, hose in one end, rinse it out as well as possible. I'll have to figure out something to neutralize the acid. I should have plenty of something to make a basic solution with. Yeah, see how this goes. I might rinse and repeat. But for now, I've got all of the valves lapped. Let's see. Angle you up a wee bit. So, those seats look nice. Nice enough. I'm going to go over all of the smaller valves again. They all had some small amount of pitting. Where did you go? Here you go. I just put you in the wrong hole. Really obvious when you put them in the wrong hole. You're being somewhat of a size difference. Yeah. I suppose I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Anyhow, that's going to be it for today. My arms are tired. When putting the vinegar in, I had a little bit of a mishap. I didn't plug everything up. And so it spilled all over the workbench. Now I get to clean that all up and hope it doesn't get all nasty. But plenty of things to clean up. Did a little bit of redneck planing on the surface here. Took the flattest thing I could find. Where is it? There's a piece of some sort of countertop material. Super flat on the one side. Big enough to go all the way across. Took some sandpaper, glued it down with adhesive, spray adhesive, and ran that back and forth until, yes, all the high spots, it was at least touching all the way across. someone told me this is original machining. That is a horrendous surface finish that they left. I'm thinking of going more with it. So like spots like this that are still barely touched by the sandpaper get smooth. And there's only 2 spots that are really, I guess up in here. Anyway, that'll all be filled in with the gasket and the stuff that you put on the gasket to go between. It'd be flatter than it was. Machine shop prices are a bit steep for an engine that frankly is never going to be in factory new condition. I'm putting the engine back together as cheap as I possibly can. I'm going to save up my money, and I'll probably put a small block Chevy V8 in the Studebaker Lark. Going with that, this engine block is pretty tired out. The cost of getting the head planed properly, getting all the cylinders, bored, crankshaft ground, cam ground, all the expense that would go into this engine is far in excess of me buying a brand new crate engine. So I'm going to go with a new engine, but that's going to take some saving to get up to. I'm hoping this engine runs as a stopgap. I'm willing to put in the I'm willing to put $300 more into this engine. See if it runs well enough for me to use it, and that Chevy engine, might be a couple of years in the future. Or sooner, if this doesn't pan out. This might be the last of the engine videos for a little while. As soon as it dries out enough outside, plan on cutting out the floor pan, fitting in the replacement floor pans that I've already bought, getting those welded in, and then get started on the, electronics inside the car, getting everything cleaned up. I want to get the brakes done, have working brakes, because as soon as I've got this thing running, I'm going to want to see if it moves. But there's an awful lot of work that needs to be done before I can really put this back into that car. And one thing to note, when I first poured the vinegar in, it sounded like it was fizzing. So, hopefully that indicates good things and not bad.